What's up, fam?
You already know what this is.
Welcome to the Strong and Sexy Show.
I'm your host, Ben Pruitt.
And I'm Megan Nunez. And here we're going to dive into everything you need to know in fitness and health, no bullshit included.
So if you're ready to stop wasting your goddamn time and finally start seeing results,
then get your ass inside because we got a value-packed episode waiting for you. Let's get it. What is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode on the Strong and Sexy Show. I am your host, Megan Nunez.
And I'm also your host, Benjamin Pruitt.
This is so proper. And today, we are going to be talking about how to be swolemates in the motherfucking gym.
This is such a good topic.
This is going to be a fun episode.
It'll
I
be
can
fun.
already tell.
We're going to share some of our experiences.
Yeah.
We're going to share some of the ways that we've helped people, navigate through this as well.
Yep.
And, hopefully you guys walk away from this with a better understanding of how you can better your relationship.
Honestly, so many benefits. So stay tuned till the end.
Yep.
Cool. So I basically posted on my Instagram story, what are their questions with, fitness and relationships all tied in. So we're going to go over some questions here. And I'm also going to give a shout out to the girlies that dropped their questions. So we're going to start with first question from Katya Niguez. I hope I'm not butchering your name, Katia. Her question is how to encourage your partner to come to the gym with you or get into a workout routine together. I want you to start with that. How do you encourage someone your partner?
So here's the thing. I think a lot of the times, we got to understand, fitness is an individual journey.
Yeah.
It is an individual journey, and it does help to have some support. I have found that typically when couples start to get in shape, it's, one taking the lead and the other following. So, I think the best way to encourage someone, I don't think you should pressure, anyone to try to do something, because at the end of the day, nobody pressured you to start going, right?
Yeah.
You're doing this for yourself and you want them to want to do it for themselves. So I think the best way to encourage them is by simply just developing and exhibiting the habits. I think that's the first thing. So I think, being consistent with the gym, having boundaries around it as well. Saying hey, I'm going to the gym, would love for you to come if you can.
Yeah.
But either way, you go. That's the thing. You just go.
Because some couples make it a drag, you know what I mean? We're I'm gonna go, and then the other person or their partner's oh, just stay, just come lay around with me, or just watch something with me, or let's go out to eat. I've seen that.
You're always in the gym.
Yeah, you're always in the gym. What are you doing in the gym?
Yeah.
So it's it can feel like a drag for some people that are super motivated to go to the gym. I also have clients that are in relationships where their partner are basically not as active as them. And it is a challenge.
Yes.
That's just put that out there. It's a challenge because you want to shift into this different lifestyle, but your partner is still kind of stuck in that lifestyle that doesn't serve you. I have women that are struggling in their relationship as well because they want to better themselves, but it's challenging when the other person is also very stern about what they want to do. So that's why you said just don't pressure anyone, because again, that's going to cause, friction in the relationship, right? Conflict. So I want to say just embody the person that you want to become, because that's how you're actually going to influence the other person, is when they see how good you feel in your own body, how confident you carry yourself, and even the changes, right? The physical changes. And when they start to see that, they're going to start to wonder oh, maybe I should try this myself. Maybe I should also get into this.
Because they see that you're doing it for you.
Yeah, you're not doing it for them.
You're not doing it for them.
Yeah.
And you're not bending your standards and boundaries for them either, which is respectable.
Every single time, I don't feel like going to the gym, and Ben's I'm going to go. And I'm just fuck. He doesn't even tell me anything. He's just okay, I'm going to go. I'll be back at this time. Of course, I miss him. I just want him to hang out with me. I'm that partner that would just rather just relax. And Ben's just I have to go to the gym. It's a non-negotiable. Yeah. And every time he goes, I'm just and he's been gone for, I want to say 30 minutes. We drive separately sometimes when we go to the gym. So after 30 minutes, like I have the space to think for myself, that's when I'm like, okay, maybe I should just also go. And then I just meet him at the gym and then we have a good day.
Yep.
Right. So I want to say advice on that. So don't pressure anyone to go to the gym. Just embody the person that you want to be. That's how you're going to influence them.
Yep. That is how you encourage your partner, is just by being the best partner, period.
Yeah. And also to add into that, you guys don't have to have the same workout routine. Like, honestly, like me and Ben, we go to the gym. We don't have this. We literally split waves the moment we get in the gym.
As soon as we walk in the gym.
Because we don't have the same workout plan. We don't have the same goals. Like, Ben's trying to get big on his upper body. I'm trying to, like, build an hourglass body.
Yeah.
So, our hourglass body. But, we have different goals. Something to keep in mind, right? So, I have clients where they're like, okay, my boyfriend needs, like, a coach. I would refer them to Ben and say, like, oh, tell them to reach out to Ben. I wouldn't coach their boyfriends because, again, like, I cater to women and he caters to men. So it's like you need to have specific goals for your own body, and the other person needs to have their own goals too. Yeah,
I think one of the things that I do see with couples, and it's just one person's going to be slowing the other person down, I think, because I think if my goal is to get jacked, right, and I'm trying to, build, big upper body, and your goal is to build glutes, or whatever, you're going to be slowing me down from getting to my goal. And I would be slowing you down from getting to your goal. So you're not maximizing your time in the gym. And if you're serious about your goals, like
about transforming your body,
right, you're at some point you're gonna be like, all right, babe, I can't work out with you anymore. Like, it's cute at first.
Honestly,
you know what I'm saying?
I want to add into that. Like, Ben and I, sometimes, this was way before I transitioned into like my current workout phase. I would work out with Ben. Or Ben would like work out with me. Remember that when we went through that
like
phase?
A few times.
Yeah,
like
where it's just like, and we would have fun. But then after that, we're like, okay, we're good now. We're just going to work out.
Like, it's a great way to connect and you push each other. And it's really fun because it's different. It's a change of pace. Working out's supposed to be fun. Like, it's fun, to get a little bit off of your routine from time to time and just kick it with your girl. You know what I'm saying? To the gym. Just have fun.
But then you also have to keep in mind that your boyfriend more likely is going to lift heavier loads than you. And it's just a headache to just have to like re-rack, unrack that.
Weight off.
Especially with me and Ben, the difference of like how much I lift upper body versus Ben. It's just like, maybe in like lower body days, like, we can probably, no.
It's not even
okay,
close.
But compared to like upper body day, there's a massive.
I'll give it to you. Like, if you just want to tell him that,
whatever,
we'll let him believe it. She can lift as much as me on leg. She can hang on leg day. All right.
First of all, I don't want to hear this from you because you only train legs probably once a week.
Okay.
And you probably skip the other day that you're supposed to be training. So I don't want to hear that from you. But anyway. This is why we don't train together. We don't train together. Yeah, this happens. Anyway,
we can't even talk about training.
So that's that. So hopefully that answers your question, Katia. So I want to say, just like encourage that person by just embodying the hot ass bitch that you are, you know? And for men, if you're like trying to influence your women, just like, show like the guns that you're trying to build.
Show the guns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She might just want to go to the gym so she don't see the other girls checking you out. You know what I'm saying? She might want to come just for that,
We don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened there.
I know what happened.
Okay. Anyway, we have another question from Celestial Santiago. She said...
That's a nice name.
I know. I like that. It's very unique. She said, fitness journey as a couple, how do you keep each other accountable?
Dude. This is... So, I think the best way to keep each other accountable is, first, you have to be very clear on what your goals are as an individual. And you got to communicate that with your partner. That's the first thing. So last year when I was in my competition prep, there were times in my prep where I was just like, I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah.
I was like really tired. And Megan would just remind me all the time. She's like, you said you wanted this. Like, you remember, like, you're so close.
Yeah.
Like, I know how hard you've been working. Like, there's no reason to throw in the towel now. And she would just keep me accountable. I would say, like, babe, let's go get, like, some sushi or something.
Yes.
And I would have, like, room for refeeds, and I'd, like, like, do all that stuff. But, like, or I'd be like, hey, babe, I think I want an extra meal. She'd be like, babe, you shouldn't have an extra meal.
Yeah.
That's just going to throw off your goals. Like, you don't need to be doing all that. You want to win. don't you? And so she just pushed me. She motivated. Now, even now, when I'm like not, when I'm
now he's
now I'm in a bulking phase. It's just so much food that I can't eat all the time. And so it's like I'm trying to like sometimes like, man, I don't know if I can eat all this food. She's like, she'll literally just say, "Stop complaining. This is what you said you wanted." She said, "What you complaining for?"
Like, yeah, don't you want to win?
Don't you want to win? So it's like it progressed to that. But I just think being crystal clear about what it is that you want out of something, out of your journey, and communicating that with your partner, and then demonstrating that you're not gonna budge, it's gonna be a lot easier for them to hold you accountable. Because if you're continuously slipping on your goals, and you're just like, "Oh, this is super important to me," it's gonna be harder for them to hold you accountable because they're just like, "Well, they're not gonna listen to me anyway." Like they don't even do it when I'm not around. So like, why would they do it? Why would what is there that I can say that could motivate them? So I think for me, just demonstrating that I was able to do it and that I have been doing it, it was easier for her to like believe in me enough to actually give a fuck enough to motivate or to hold me accountable.
I think it also helps when you yourself are holding yourself accountable. I think you have a place to actually hold your partner accountable if you have your own integrity. Because it's hard if you're fucking slipping up a lot and your partner sees that. They're not going to respect what you have to say. Yeah. Right? It's like, who the fuck are you talking to me about like getting my food in when you skipping your meals?
You've been messing up your diet.
I know. Like, so you have to put yourself in a position where you're actually, again, embodying, becoming that role model to hold him accountable or her accountable, so that way they can respect what you have to say. So that's how we hold each other accountable. I think it also helps when you actually communicate your goals too, like truthfully, like why it's important to you. Like the more you understand and communicate about your goals or help each other understand the importance of that goal, the more your partner is going to hold you accountable because they know that it's that important to you. You know, you can actually connect with that better if you actually understand like why they started this. And then like you as a partner, you know that it's going to serve them too. So, you know, holding them accountable is what's going to help them get there, and they're going to respect you for that as well.
Yeah. They may not respect you in the moment. When
but
they're hold them accountable. You know, they may like give you some pushback.
Every single time.
So like Megan likes a snack.
Oh my God, we're gonna expose me. Okay,
and
I do,
and I like and I undereat. Like, and so like there's times I'm like, I don't need to eat. She'll be like, don't you eat another meal? Yeah. And then sometimes we'll like, you know what, you're right. Let's go ahead and just do it. And then there's other times when she wants a snack. I'm like, well, is that gonna make you feel better tomorrow? Like, you know, and then she's like,
or like when I'm like in the pantry and I'm just like grabbing snacks and he's like, did you log that in? Or like he's like, babe, you're kind of like snacking a lot. And it's just like he's not like shaming me for it, but he's just like giving me the awareness of like, hey, coming from someone an outside perspective, I don't think you should be doing this. Yeah. You know, so
or it's not even that I don't think you should be doing this. It's just I'm noticing this is what you're doing, and I also know your goals.
Kind of just a little nudge, you know. But it helps. Yeah. Yeah. Or like, you know, right now I'm in a fat loss phase. Ben is in a building phase. And like Ben fucking just craves random shit sometimes. And he's like, oh, we should like go out to eat and do this. And then I'm like, I can't have that. Or like we had this conversation before actually recording this podcast where like, I was like, babe, I want to eat at Campese's. I want to try their food, you know? And then Ben.
I was like, well, you know, it's very hard for me to plan dates because you're
I'm on top of my shit.
You're doing this diet, you know. So it's just like so I had to ask you, like, how long in advance do I need to let you know that we're going on this date?
We communicate. I was like, give me like 3 days in advance, so that way I know I can like calculate my calories in, so it can actually fit and I don't feel guilty about it. So that this way it's a win-win for both of us where we can both have it guilt-free and we're not like blaming the other person like I gained weight because of you, but it's just like communicating early on about what you want to do, given that you have these goals is also very important. Yeah.
You actually made a video about like, you know, this about how to, you know, enjoy foods when you're on a fat loss phase. Yeah, it's on your YouTube. You guys.
Shameless plug. If you haven't seen my YouTube video, I basically ate 11 slices of pizza. Okay, I've never eaten that amount of pizza in my life, but I basically walk you guys through on that video on what to eat throughout the entire day. Like, how do you budget your calories better to fit that fun meal in? But if you're struggling with this and you're like, fuck, I'm scared to eat out, I'm scared to fall off track, or like there's events coming up, summer's coming up, everyone's hanging out with friends and family, and they're like, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do. Just make sure to check out my YouTube. It's also Megan Nunez. But
yeah, even on that day, like I was, you know, still encouraging you to, you know, make sure that your calories are in check. Like, say we're going out tonight, so how do you how do you want to plan your day? Or she'll ask me, hey, babe, we're going out tonight. What should I do? What do I need to eat in order to make this fit?
Yeah. I asked Ben that too.
She'll ask me all the time.
He's honestly a calorie wizard sometimes.
She's like, what do I need to eat today?
Yeah. He's like, do this. And I literally sometimes would give him my Fitness Pal, and he would just like plug in
Yeah.
foods in there to make it fit. But yeah, like that's how you hold each other accountable. Just like acknowledge the goals, understand, communicate better on that, and then just like again be that role model so you have the place to actually hold the other person accountable.
Facts.
Cool.
Yep.
Love that question. Thank you.
So it really just comes down to just being integral.
Integral.
Yeah.
It's integrity for me.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another question. This is from Tiger Lily. Tiger Lily, I like that username. She said, how did that, if it did at all, factor into your relationship? Did you both start in shape?
To start the relationship in shape?
No, did we both start being in shape into the relationship?
I was in shape when I met you.
Yeah, I was also, well, we're both online fitness coaches.
Yeah.
So
we literally met at it, on the way to the gym.
No, we met at an airport going to a conference, a fitness convention, whatever conference.
Well, there was a gym there.
Yeah, and that's how we met. And like, yeah, we were in shape getting into this.
Yeah, we were.
So I guess like it's an easy transition for us because we have the same lifestyle of like being an entrepreneur and like working out all the time.
So there is an understanding there. However,
values there.
We have totally different goals.
Yeah.
So like again, like I love to just I have the flexibility to eat what I want. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't. So it's just like, it does help in certain instances where I was like, yo, babe, I want a burger. She's like, you don't need that. We got food at the house. And
oh my God.
I'm like, you know what? You're right. But yeah, I think it was a fairly easy transition for us.
Getting into this relationship, we have an understanding of like the importance of actually taking care of your health.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But we did have to like learn about how each other likes to eat. Like,
you know what's crazy? I just want to share this. When I first came to Dallas, I have to share this. Ben meal prep for me. You bulk prep for me.
Yeah.
Because I was in a bulking phase at that time, and I was in a very strict diet with my coach at that time. I literally just ate the same thing every single fucking day. And he knew that. I literally sent him my meal plan. And then before I came to Dallas to see him, or this is when I was moving, right?
Yeah.
He meal prepped for me for like a week, and we ate the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, it's okay for you to eat the same food that your partner's eating. It's just the serving size that you need to tweak.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's just an easy transition. That's a good question. Thank you, Tiger Lily.
Yeah.
Yep. We have another question from Jeff Magnusson.
Okay.
Is it Magnusson?
My boy Jeff.
All right, our boy Jeff.
Shout out to
Canada.
our boy Jeff.
Look, you guys, you need to watch his content. It's fucking funny. But Jeff, how do you say his last name? How do you say his last name?
You're at
Magnusson.
Magnuson.
Magnuson Fits. Fit. Okay. He said, "How fitness improve your sex life?" Of course, he would ask a fucking spicy question.
Ooh.
Let's have his question as the last question here. Okay.
All right. How has fitness improved your sex life? I mean, for me, it improved my confidence in the bedroom. That's just like the first thing. I thought, like, I know I look really good naked. So that's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice to have that confidence, to like know that you look good just in your own skin.
Yeah.
And also like stamina, strength.
Yeah, I was gonna say that your endurance,
like all that. Like I don't get tired.
It's honestly surprising.
Yeah. I don't get tired. Like I just feel like I feel like the activity it just makes the activity a little bit more fun. Now, I want to hear more about what you have to say about that.
Yeah, I want to talk more about like the pain, right? Like of not getting into fitness or not taking care of your fitness and your health, like how your sex life actually looks like. Like I want to talk about the opposite side of the spectrum.
Okay.
Because I experienced this when I was like struggling with my weight. Like I didn't want to have sex. Like I honestly did not feel comfortable with the lights on. I didn't feel comfortable in my own body. And when you're insecure, like you're less likely to feel like intimate with your partner. So yeah, that was like a struggle that I had. And I can really say, like, coming from someone who struggled with her weight to someone who is like feeling confident in her body, like it's a night and day difference on how you actually show up in the bedroom. You like when you have more confidence, you're fully present to connect with that person. Like you're not worried about
You're not
like
thinking about
like,
how you
oh, my
look.
rolls look, or like, oh, maybe let me tug this shirt in, let me cover myself. Like you're not worried about that. You're just like, I am here for you. Like I'm giving you all of me, and I just want to connect with you.
I love that.
Yeah.
That was just so beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, there's benefits to it, and increased libido.
Yes, 100%. So I feel like when you are healthier, when you are in shape, when you have good blood flow,
Yes.
you're going to have a higher libido, guys. Guys, you're going to have stronger erections. Like when you have
You shouldn't
increased
be
blood
on
flow.
what's the pill called?
Cialis.
Cialis.
I mean, some people take Cialis, but I mean,
You shouldn't be on a pill to make your dick hard if
Yeah.
you're still young.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, I think the healthier that you are, again, increased stamina because you have increased blood flow, you have increased blood circulation, you have better aerobic capacity. Like it's just.
And when you're healthier and you're feeling your body with like, good food, like bodily fluids are just going to be better.
Yeah. Overall.
You know what I mean? TMI, we all know, like, some people just have body odor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, that's not fun in the bedroom. So if
Yeah.
you like take care of yourself physically inside out, like it's going to be better in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will say this, that your sex life will 100%, 1,000% improve when you are taking care of yourself.
Yeah. It definitely doesn't get worse.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. Wow. I don't see anything. There's no loss in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You only win.
Yeah.
You can only win.
Yep. So I wouldn't say like work on your fitness and your health.
Yeah. You get more again. So
And even if you're single,
Yeah.
you would get more people to want to do some things with you if you actually look like someone who's well put together.
just to hang out even.
Just to, people
even just-
talk to you more.
Yeah.
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 So there's benefits to it. So
Yeah.
that's sex life for you.
Yeah.
So are we wrapping that up with your sex life?
I think that's good, for being Swolemate. So
Yeah. So I will say, you guys, like, there's also benefits to like being Swolemates, or having a partner that understands your lifestyle. I will say that you can either encourage the person that you're with, and my advice, relationship advice, that is, if you are in a relationship right now where your partner is like hesitant and it's like draining you from working on yourself, then that's something that you need to think about. He's like,
We'll
find
just
you.
leave it at that.
Leave
you know what I'm saying?
it. Drop the mic on that.
Yeah.
Spicy, but
Yeah, you want to have somebody who supports your goals.
it's
or
easier.
who is willing to learn
Yes.
how to support your goals.
Like they don't have to duplicate the shit that you're doing, but at least like they're open about understanding why this is important to you.
Yep.
Because if this is valuable to you, then if someone cares about you, they should care about your values.
Yeah, because like even let's talk about like real quick anecdotal.
Mm-hmm.
I know with you recently decided that you didn't want to do
Yes.
a competition, and I was totally cool with that. And I think that you may have thought that I wouldn't be, at first.
Yeah.
Because I do it. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean you have to do it, but like I understand what it takes, and I understand, the level of dedication that it does take, and I also understand your lifestyle. So just like looking at all things, I just want you to be happy. I don't think that you have to, go on these crazy restrictive diets or step on stage or do these crazy races. I just want you to feel confident in your own skin, period.
Yeah.
So,
that's love right there.
Yeah.
I will say, like, I feel happier like doing the shift because I've like felt a lot of resistance to it, and the reason why I wanted to do it too is because like I set that goal like a long time ago, and I've been like encouraged by a lot of people to do it, and I'm just the type of person who's like very integral with my goals, and like if I say something I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, and over time, of course, I learned a lot more about like integrity, how integrity is not about just checking off the box, but it's just staying true to yourself. And as I grow in my fitness journey, as I learn more about like what works for me and what doesn't, I understand that what really gives me happiness is just movement. like
Yep.
doing something that takes care of my body. It's not necessarily bodybuilding, right? Because
Yep.
some people have that passion. I always tell you guys this, like Ben and I had this conversation one time, and he was like talking about like his moment on stage and how like he broke this down so very specific. Like it was crazy to me because he's kind of like talking about art and how it's like it's like it comes from passion, you know?
Yeah.
And like me listening to it, and like at that time I was also still committed to like doing bodybuilding and stepping on stage, and I'm like, I don't feel like that, you
Yeah.
know? I was like, it blows my mind how you have this like crazy goal, and at the same time like I have other goals where I talk very passionately about, and Ben's also like, oh, that's crazy how you broke that down, like how your brain kind of like breaks it down that
Yeah.
way, you know? So it's like you have to understand what your partner loves and what they're happy with, no matter what type of movement that is in their fitness
Yeah.
journey. And that's how you're going to support them.
And just from an outside perspective, you know, I could tell like, you know, that you weren't all like
Yeah.
all fully committed anymore, like because you wanted to pursue other ventures in your life,
Yeah.
and just, you know, I was totally cool with that. So
Yeah.
You know?
This is a good example, right? So let's say like in your situation, your partner wants to do, I don't know, like a sport, like they just want to get into sports rather than like lifting heavy in the gym, and that's what they want to do, then that's perfectly fine. Like you guys can have different forms of movement. It's all about like what makes that person happy, and you can support them in there.
yeah,
Because being swole mates isn't just being like both like buff and just like, you know, looking like jacked and crazy in the gym together and like lifting heavy shit together. Like it's just like supporting each other in your fitness and your health journey.
facts.
Yeah. And that's it, you guys. This
Thank
is
you
a
guys so much for tuning in.
really
This
good
was a good
episode.
one.
Yeah. So we should do more of this where we're like engaging with our
Yeah, for sure.
followers
Love
for
that.
questions. But
Yes.
yeah, I hope this was helpful. Share this with your partner too if you're thinking about encouraging them to get on the gym with you. You know,
Yep.
tag them on here and like leave us a good review.
Yes.
Because we need the extra support on this podcast to actually grow.
So where can they find you?
You guys can fight me.
They don't fight.
Fight me, bitch. Find me at
You trying to squabble?
You squabbled that bitch. You squabbled. We standing on business. We standing on business. Anyway, you guys can find me. Find me. Meg Nunez, MEAG Nunez, at all social medias, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. That's where I'm at.
You guys can find me at Ben Pruitt _fit. That's BEN.
Are you crying?
I'm crying from laughter. Yeah.
BEN.
I get emotional when I laugh. That's like
I
the only
know.
time I get emotional. Is when I get like super happy. I cry. BEN PRUITT _fit on all
Ben
social
Pruitt
media.
Fits. All right, you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thank
All
you
right,
for
thank you,
tuning
guys.
in. Bye.
All right, fam, thanks for tuning into this week's episode. If you love today's show, don't keep that shit to yourself. Share it with a friend.
And if you want to see more of us, hit that subscribe button. And if you're that obsessed with us, it's Strong and Sexy Show on all social media platforms. We'll see you in the next one.